Alright, so as y'all know, I'm a humongous WWE action figure collector, and this has been a hobby for a very long time. So, I'm going to be showing y'all. So this top shelf, let's start up here. So on top of this big shelf, we got a WWE Edition Prime. We got this Samoan 3-pack. I'll get into the figures there down here. I got this painting I made. It's a reference of Rey Mysterio 619, which is his finisher. I got this 3-pack, the Tribal Chief versus the Beast Incarnate. Then I got another WWE Prime. So we're gonna start off with here this Paul Heyman that came in that 3-pack right there. You can see him holding the belt. Got him. This is my only Paul Heyman figure, and I love him. He is a very fun figure. Like, this is honestly probably one of my most realistic figures. Sorry, I'm too small for this. But as I was saying, one of my most realistic figures. It is great. Right here, we got my favorite Roman Reigns figure. He came in he came in that 3-pack right there, same one that I just showed. Comes with, you cannot get that shirt anywhere except for this 3-pack, which is really cool. Got it from TJ Maxx. My dad got it for me as a surprise. Dang, this is just all about 3-packs. We got this Roman Reigns that is from that 3-pack, the Samoan Dynasty. We got this Roman Reigns. Don't mind his hand. And if y'all are wondering, this is my Bloodline shelf. So we got Bloodline here. Let's get into this, I want to say Attitude Era. I believe it was a little bit before that. Attitude, pre-Attitude Era Rock. Right next to him is another Rock. I've always hated this head scan. It's pretty fun. I can't remember. It came with a guitar. It was really cool. This came in a 3-pack too, which is somewhere in my room, just not displayed yet. Right next to him, we got this. We like to call him Rocky. We got him. We got this Rock. He's pretty cool. This is all from the same era, except he had hair. Dun dun dun. Alright, moving on to this Rock. I always thought this head scan was way too big. I actually got that from Goodwill. It was a pretty cool find. We got this Rocky, which came in the same pack as him. This is like his dad or something like that. He also came in the same pack. I like using this as a Jacob Fatu since I don't have one yet. I actually made a video. My dad made a bet with me if that video gets 20 likes that he would give me the Jacob Fatu figure. So go like that video right now. I got this figure. This is my only Yokozuna. And he is giant. Here's my hand. Hand starting at his feet. Yeah, ginormous. These two guys are surprisingly that guy and that guy. I believe that's Afa, something like that. Mrs. Sikia, something like that. And right next to him, we got the fake Tribal Chief, Solo Sikoa. This is my only figure of him, and I do not hate it. I love it a lot. This is my first Jimmy Uso figure. He's pretty awesome. It's a Bloodline one. He comes with that. And he actually came with a hat, but sadly I can not find it. We got a Jimmy Uso right here. This is he has removable hair. He looks pretty cursed without it, as I was saying. So we should probably keep that hair on him. It comes with interchangeable hair. There is a chase to this figure where it's all red, but sadly I have not found that. Right next to him we have the first No Yeet Jimmy Uso. This is the basic. And you got the Bloodline right there and the No Yeet. Right next to him is my first Jey Uso figure. I was looking for a Jey Uso figure for a long time because before this I went to my first WWE show and I actually got my shirt signed by Jey Uso. As you can see right there, the thing's reflecting on it, but you can see it. There's him signing my shirt. Then there's my reaction in my backstage. Back to the point though. Great figure. I think it's actually my only bloodline Jey Uso, I'm pretty sure. If I'm correct, I'm not 100% sure. I gotta blow my figure when he turned heel. Here is a basic Yeet Jey Uso. It's a solid Jey Uso. I got one right here. Don't mind that. I learned how to do customs. But this was actually my favorite. This is my second favorite Jey Uso. He's awesome. And if you were wondering, that is my favorite Jey Uso. Anyways, now to this one with the removable Yeet shirt. That Yeet shirt actually goes on that one, but I just switched the shirt because I think it looks a lot better. He actually has like the wrong head scan on him because his head got chewed up, sadly. We got this Samoa Jones. This is my first Samoa Jones. And then this is my second one. He is an elite. I cannot stop playing with this one. He's awesome. And then after every shelf, I got 3 prime bottles that kind of matches the colors, you know? Because Bloodline's main colors are red, so I got all the red prime bottles. One thing that bothers me is the WWE prime bottle is everywhere. Or not to this one. We do have a Cody missing because I'm currently filming something with him. So yeah, but come on, Cody missing. We got the rest, and then there is a Ultimate by the box, which is right there, right next to his goated father, Dusty Rhodes, R.I.P. But he's there. This is when he had that mask, and right by his brother, Dustin Rhodes, I believe. Here's an AEW figure of Dustin Rhodes. But I think we can all agree Mattel did it way better. Now we're moving to the Rey Mysterios. This is one of my first Rey Mysterios. I remember the day of, I was like, I've really been wanting a white, Rey Mysterio figure. And this is the one I was looking for, but it is really cool. Definitely way more muscular. This is the one that came with the Lucha Libre car, which I will show you. If you open this drawer, you can see it right there. Then we got this Batman Rey Mysterio that stalks me. He follows me everywhere, every single time I go to a Walmart or a Target or any other place. He will be there. Now we got this is my second ever WWE figure. I actually got this the same day I got my first ever ring, like WWE ring. I use this figure as Penta a lot because we did just get one from a toy review, but there's no Penta figure yet. We got this basic Rey Mysterio right next to him. We got this one, and even though he was cosplaying as Batman on this one, I like to call that one Batman because, I don't know, he's more like Batman. Right next to him, we got a figure that I traded that I just fell in love to first sight. He's really cool. Then we got the camo Rey Mysterio. The, whatever you want to call that Rey Mysterio. This Rey Mysterio that has a really odd head scan. And we got this silver Rey Mysterio that I recently picked up. I like him a lot. Now to the Brock Lesnar's. We got this Brock Lesnar. And then we got this Brock Lesnar that came in that 3-pack. I actually got a shirt right there. Then we got that Brock Lesnar. I added the gloves on there because I thought it looked better. Now to Randy Orton's, the Viper. This is my favorite Randy Orton's. He is elite. And then right next to him, behind this very bulky Randy Orton's, we got another elite. Not the biggest fan. I'll play with it every once in a while, but I like to keep it on display. This is a older Randy Orton's. And then I got another one right there. Now to Kevin Owens. the Kevin Owens show. Basic attire. That's my only Kevin Owens that I had for a long time. Then I got this Kevin Owens that came out of a 2-pack. This was the WrestleMania. I always loved when he put him on his shirts. I think that's really cool. I'm not the biggest fan of the head scan. I feel like they did him pretty dirty. But it was the head scan at the time. Got all the right tattoos. Now, my most recent Kevin Owens, I love this. This is from WrestleMania 40 when he went against Logan Paul and Randy Orton. And then, his leg's a little messed up. This is like my only Kevin Owens that actually has colored pants. As you can see, the rest of them are just black. So that one's pretty cool. And then we got the primes. We got all the chill primes. Next shelf. Next shelf is going to be starting off with all my Judgment Day figures. So we got this Damian Priest that came in a 2-pack with that guy. And it actually came with a Money in the Bank. We got this Damian Priest to actually complete my Judgment Day a while back. It's not updated, but I was super excited when I saw this. Then I got the Ultimate Edition. I recently added this. This is probably my newest figure in the Judgment Day. He came with the mask. I like to keep it on because all the other ones are a little plain. I love it. This is back when he was with Mommy, Rhea Ripley. So, of course, it has Mommy on his butt cheeks. Don't ask me. We get this Dominic Mysterio, which was my first Dominic Mysterio that I perish, even though I hate Dominic Mysterio. If you look closely, I got a pin and I got the little mustache on him, but from far away, you could barely notice it, so it's pretty fine. This came in a 2-pack. This Dominic has Rhea Ripley on a shirt, which came with I'm Your Mommy, Rhea Ripley. Right next to him is not a Judgment Day figure, but I like to keep them all together. We got Demon Finn Balor. You can take that off. I'm not going to do it because it's going to knock everything over. And you can take that off. Right next to him is the Finn Balor that came in a 2-pack with that Damian Priest. And then we got my only Elite Finn Balor, which has a very spinny torso. Right next to him we got a pretty outdated Finn Balor, but I still like him. So that is my Judgment Day. And starting off with the Shield. So we got the Roman Reigns Shield. I'm still trying to complete the Shield, but it's going pretty good if you were to ask me. You got, Dean Ambrose. He's known now as Jon Moxley. And then you got a Shield Dean Ambrose, Jon Moxley. We got this one. I actually like this one a lot. I like the tongue out. Right next to him, we got the iconic jeans, which you'll see a lot on Jon Moxley figures. What's funny is I actually got this figure that at first I thought was a Jon Moxley, but let's be honest, this is not a Jon Moxley. I forgot his name. You know, the dude that's always like, yes, yes, yes. If y'all can remember his name, put it down in the comments. But I really think this is like a super big rip off of what he usually wears. But continuing, we got the Shield Seth Rollins. We got a Seth Rollins that I put like a little Shield vest on. We got the Screaming Seth Rollins that he kicks. Right next to him is the same attire, separate head scan, but it is Elite. This is actually my first Elite Seth Rollins, and I do perish it. Now, let's get to this line that I was looking for forever. This is the Ninja Turtles line. We got a Cody Rhodes. This is probably my favorite Cody Rhodes, since they did hit us with a Cody Rhodes that came with the WrestleMania 40 mask, but I have not got it yet. So I like to use that as the WrestleMania 40 mask, because let's be honest, that's the closest we're going to get unless I 3D print one, and you do have to pay. Right on to this, we got an Xavier Woods. Right next to him, we got a Kofi Kingston. And right next to him, we got a Seth Rollins, Burn It Down. And before we got the Yeet glasses, which I showed y'all earlier, I used these on Jey Uso, even though it had like a little bandana in the back. Since it is removable, I would use that. Right here, we got a Rey Mysterio. I've always liked him because it looks like it came straight from a cartoon, which is really cool. Then we got Roman Reigns as the Shredder, which is really cool. Let me show you with him with the mask on. I personally think he looks a lot better with the mask on. I was using it for setup, so it was not on him. Next, we got our Miz figures. So we got a regular Miz, just a basic. Then we got this Miz, which he's dressed up as John Cena. Can somebody tell me if this is valuable? Take a screenshot or something. I looked it up and I could not find him. But he is displayed as this guy right here. We'll get to him later. But can somebody tell me how valuable this can be? I actually thought it was just like a really bad John Cena, but then I later figured out come on, that has to be a Miz. So can somebody tell me how valuable that is? Next, we have this Elite Miz, my only Elite Miz. He did come with the spinner belt, but sadly, when I traded some figures in for it. He was not willing to make the trade for the spinner belt, so I still got him. So he's kind of cool, I guess. We got Ricochet. He is really beat up, but super fun. We got this Ricochet. This was his last figure until he was a little betrayer and went to AEW. Okay, anyways. Then we got all of these, the primes that I believe matched all the figures the best. Pretty good angle right there, actually. Alright, now the next shelf we have this Jeff Hardy's. I got 3 of them. So far in my Jeff Hardy collection, I do have 3 Jeff Hardys. So we got one right there, one right there, and one right there. We got Roman Reigns and Roman Reigns. And you might be asking, why isn't these Roman Reigns up with the bloodline? And you might be thinking the same thing with this. Because that is the bloodline, but those are the bloodline figures for Roman Reigns. This is the Shield version of Roman Reigns. And this is like the big dog, kind of. This is when he was the big dog. So yeah, he's separate. I got the OG Usos. I dare you to find a Jimmy Uso like this without his tongue sticking out. I'm pretty sure this is a rare figure because all of them that I could find has the tongue sticking out. He does not. Alright, and we have the legend R.I.P. Hulk Hogan. This is my first ever Hulk Hogan figure. I do like him a lot. I do feel like he's a little white pale in this. This is the WrestleMania 3, when he went against that big stinky giant and threw him onto the ground. We got this SummerSlam Hulk Hogan that came in the SummerSlam pack. I do still have the box, but it is up high, so I'm not going to be able to reach it. And then we have the Ultimate Edition Hulk Hogan that came with, crap, I gotta get it, this NWO Heavyweight Championship. Then we got Sergeant Slaughter. Then we got the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. I only have 2 of those, sadly. And then we got, it says it on the back of his pants. I always forget it. Let's see, Wade Barrett. We got a Wade Barrett. He has changed a lot. Yeah, also R.I.P., a legend, Bray Wyatt. And I do have one Fiend figure, but he's not really what you would think it would look like. Let me show you. He is up there with all of my mutant, scary-looking weird figures, including a Brock with 4 arms. But if you look, you could see him right there. That's after he got burnt. But can you believe that guy is this guy? Let's be honest. What resemblance is there? He comes with this little puppet that is removable. I can't take him off. I don't feel like that would be a good idea. We have some Ultimate Warrior Elite. He actually did have something on his arm, but I put it on my custom, what's his name? El Grande Americana. We got a Muhammad Ali figure that was a Target exclusive that took me forever to find. We got a Ric Flair. I actually have his belt. As I was saying, I have his belt that I actually got for super cheap. It is real metal Ric Flair right there. I'm a big fan of that. Oh, we also got a signed Kane autograph belt. But it is not metal, of course. I mean, look at that size resemblance. We got Edge, of course, and then we got I guess you can call him Edge. I like to call him not Edge. Okay, then we got a big boss man right there. I like to use him as a security guard. I think you know why. Then we got John Cena. I actually do have more John Cena's, but I'm using him in a setup. By setup, I mean experimenting. But he is doing good. I like to use him as a heel John Cena because he looks exactly like the attire that he was wearing in Elimination Chamber when he low-blowed Cody Rhodes. And, of course, turned heel. Boo! And then I just had extra primes. I don't really think this matched very good, but I went ahead and threw them in there. Now to the next shelf. We're going to start it off with some Ultimate Edition. Oh my gosh, no way. Undertaker. I forgot his name for a second. That would have been bad. We got this Undertaker. I always thought he was super cool. This was one of my first Undertakers, and I do perish him. He is definitely a lot older, an older figure, but I still like him a lot. Then we got this Undertaker that came with a bike, and I believe it is also in here. Yep, with the other stuff. And it is breakable, so it's not in the best condition right now, but there it is. And then you got him. He came with my only steel chair, which is right here. I got my commentary team sitting right there. Yes, I did just rip Seth off of it just to do that. And then we do actually have my first Undertaker figure. I definitely play with that one the most. Right next to him, we have the big red machine, his supposedly brother. We got him right there with the mask. I believe that is my only masked Kane figure, which kind of sucks. But right next to him, we got the unmasked Kane. I have two of them. One with like fiery pants and one with barbed wire pants. Right next to him, we got this giant. I always thought this was a whole head scan. It is a Big Show. Right next to him, we have another Big Show that actually sold for a lot if they had all the accessories, because sadly we found him at a pawn shop. It was a giant plus, but he did not come with all the accessories. So, but I'm not complaining. It's an awesome figure. Right next to him, we got Braun Strowman, which sadly got kicked out. Ooh, that makes me so mad. Yeah, but you never know. They might pull R-Truth on him, and then maybe he's not kicked out. But I think he is gone for good. Right here, we got the APA tag team. Don't ask me their names because I will not have a response. And then we sadly got retired by this ugly guy. We got the one, the only, Bill Goldberg. He did get retired. And then, as you can see, there's his space. Because he is right there. Oh, gosh. Alright, and then I only have 3 Padistas. I've been wanting one for a long time. So these have been done, but they're not in the best condition. But I'm not complaining. I do like them a lot. Right next to him, we had the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, with the okay head scan. We got like the American gear, and then we got the OG blue gear. We got the Ring General Gunther, and then we got Logan Paul's first figure. This is a Logan Paul Ultimate Edition. The arm doesn't like staying on, so I got Gunther holding it up there. Awesome figure. I love it a lot. We got his basic one. We got his one that came with the Prime bottle, which is super sick. There is an Ultimate WrestleMania 40 Logan Paul coming out, and he does come with a WrestleMania 40 Prime bottle. And then we got this latest Logan Paul. And then we got Prime, which that guy created, which is really cool. So these are the colors I thought matched the best, as you can see. Alright, then you get down here, we're really close to the end. We got Sheamus. That is a basic figure. I'm pretty sure that's the latest Sheamus we've got so far. We got this pale guy. It's hard to believe that guy is that guy. And we got my only elite Sheamus figure. We got Axiom. I do have an Axiom missing because I tried to make a custom El Grande Americano, and it did not work out, and sadly, his head would not come back on. We got Axiom again, somehow. Those are the same people. Comes the cool thing. This is actually the Chase. The regular one is blue. We got him. Don't ask me his name, but he's tag team with these guys. More like a mascot. And yes, these are actually real Mattel creation figures. They are midgets. Kind of like the Hornswoggle figures. These are the same people, but just in different attire. Right next to him, we have Bubba Ray Boy 3D, and then we got his tag team member right there. They are dropping 2 Ultimates for the matches. We got the big sneaky monster, R.I.P. Oh my gosh, Andre the Giant. Right next to him, we got the second tallest wrestler of all times. We got the Great Khali. Right next to him, we have Stone Cold, which came in a 3-pack, 2. We got what? We get another Stone Cold. We got my only CM Punk figure, which is kind of sad. He's pretty outdated, but I'm not complaining. Right here, we got some of my girl figures. She, which is, where is he? Seth Rollins' wife, the man. That came in the same pack as that one. Right next to him, we got the owner of WWE currently, Triple H. They're basically all the same attires, just different, like, underpants. Right next to him, we have Mankind. Then we got the $1 Million Man, which is weird because it's showing up blue on the camera. Maybe if I get far enough. No, it's still blue. That is actually green attire. You could probably look the figure up. It is green. This is Shane McMahon, which is Mr. McMahon's son. He is sadly missing a hand. And we got a Sting figure. So we got these primes. I actually custom made this prime with my friend. Shout out Gabriel. Cotton Candy prime. It's pretty cool actually. It has like all the labels and stuff. And there actually is like the actual flavor in there. We like dissolved cotton candy and added all these flavors. And then I added salt to purify it so it wouldn't mold. And then we got the most interesting bottom shelf of all time. This actually did hold all my accessories up, but currently they are being used. But yeah, thanks for watching. That was, let's back up here, my background setup. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.